Here we go, this is it. It's the final of RMCT 4. We are on tunnel vision, and in this match we're going to find out who is going to follow in the footsteps of the Redstoners, Whiskey Brigade and PME to be the 4th champions of the Reddit Minecraft tournament. The two teams that have made it to the final of this tournament are PME yet again and Bulletproof. Will PME hold their title for a second tournament in a row, or will Bulletproof take it away from them? Let's find out.
Okay, they're starting. Well,
Here
they
we
do
go.
have a countdown, so somebody
15
can,
seconds.
Aha!
Up. Oh, no. Demon Mix. You can't tell. What is he going to do? Demon Mix is in the middle. Up, and they all run.
And they all go. Okay,
and they all
thank
run.
you. Thank you very much. Oh, just in time.
Very good.
So
Very
everyone-
Just for a little bit of showmanship, we were all just like, what are you possibly going to do?
So both teams have gone in the main
Okay.
lane. No one's gone ISO at this
and
point.
TNT on both lanes going off.
Both teams simultaneously blowing up that
Simultaneously.
they both
sandstone wall
found
there
that-
to get through.
Yeah, activating the TNT in that first chest is much faster than crafting a pick and,
Right.
and moving through these blocks
Right.
here.
Technically, Soyadu and DJ made it into the little hut first, but really right on their tails was Thungan and Demon Mix. Oh, first blood. Looks like Chris was taken out by Mork Design.
Sawyer has gone
And-
straight to the weapons and torches chest over here. He's also grabbed a few blocks from the first house.
Mork is staying back and trying to pick them off and give them a bit of a slowdown. And as they're running back and dropping, 1, 2, 3, different members of PME have all dropped down, and he's trying to just keep them in a bit of a loop there.
We have the complete opposite of our communication prediction. Dead silence for both teams.
Oh, wow.
So
The only thing was Chris saying he was dead, and then just keep moving, and DJ saying keep focus. Like they want someone called for communication. They're like, no, just focus.
So
Just focus.
Soyadu is definitely on a resource run here. He's gone straight down to that iron and diamond area, bridged across, lighting up those spawners really quickly and going off to head down to where the diamond and iron are, I guess.
Well, and we've got Demon Mix, Thungan, and or as soon as I say it, they're moving. I said they were all three in the house, but they are finally moving on again as well. That'd be Chris the Noob would be the third. They are over at the tree now, seeming to go in a at least pairs to get their stuff done. They're both looking for it.
So Ryan went ahead and grabbed almost every block that's in that first house, and is putting it down behind the tree, behind a brick little wall here for his team to use. His inventory is literally full. He can't pick up another item.
Now, it looks like YOY was just opening these chests up at the top of the sandstone pillars where the big shovel is and the Power 1 bow. And
Before he went over the lane.
he went over the edge. Now, I just viewed his prior inventory and it's not showing me anything, but I thought he was carrying stuff when he died, so he may have lost some fairly vital items there.
Now, Thungan is actually pushed far, far ahead. He is over almost to the Hell Wall. He is in the Frosty area. It looks like he is specifically hitting certain chests. Not seeing anybody quite that far over on the Bulletproof side.
And this chest has that he was just in has 4 iron blocks, which is the easiest iron to get at the start of the game. Mork just died. Looks like his inventory may have been empty.
Mork was planning on camping and giving some support for Chris. Chris was planning to try and get the shovel, which is down in the lower regions of the map, though he's concerned that because of the early deaths and the sort of spawn campiness from the other team, that they may not be able to get there in time.
Now, Chris the Noob is going down here, and he is actually using leaves not only to stair-step his way down, but then he's blocking off the access from the other team so he won't get shot.
Ryan
But
is
by
just
using leaves, he can still look out.
Ryan is just firing a cannon right now from the roof of Bulletproof's house towards PME's house.
And I can confirm that PME has not moved all of their blocks. They've moved most of their blocks, but there is definitely
village
still
down.
tons and tons of leather and glowstone and food in that house.
But actually, the target was not the house. The target was the villager above the house. I didn't see where the TNT went,
Oh,
but he actually went
interesting.
high to take out that villager that sells the Power 3 bows. So PME will not get a Power 3 bow.
They do not want you to come back and get that later. There are a lot of good... Interesting with both of these teams, there's a lot of PvPers, and there are several people that are really, really good cannoneers. So I'm very curious to see what we're going to get as far as explosions.
Demon Mix just fell out of the world. He just had a bow on him. Looks like Thungan is moving down to resources. Go ahead.
Void deaths are going to be such a problem. I was just going to comment. That's the thing about these narrow lanes.
Well, and you have any mob activity, just giving you a tiny little nudge, and you're going to go over. Chris Noob is actually down at that little forest oasis area.
Oh, yes. A resource area? Yeah.
Oh, I'll
so
just call...
Soyadu, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Soyadu is in the resource area, is setting up a cannon. Nice. Stacking. Oh!
Ooh. You know what he's aiming for is those diamonds.
And he just took out all of their, easy access to it. There it goes again. Oh! Got the first couple. Still sitting there as an entity.
It's interesting. Chris the Noob is using a technique that I haven't seen. He's just going right over all these spawners in the Oasis area.
That was a fantastic call from Oddmass. I got a quick on me, and I hopped over there just in time to see that. Chad, looked like you were just getting to Soya too. They have taken out all diamonds.
Wow.
Again, destroying. There are no entities. It is gone. So Bulletproof is looking at a long-term denial strategy.
PME have very cleverly got a chest around the back of the lane, just below the cow spawner, where they are passing around items between the two lanes, and they have completely covered it in obsidian from the other side, so that chest is completely safe.
Oh, I see that.
Thungan just placed some items in there, and now has suicided and come back into the ISO lane, and he's now going along the ISO lane, maybe heading towards red. We'll see which direction he goes.
And we're saying why do a lot of prep work. He is digging back here. He's getting the backside tunnel set up. Meanwhile, we saw up here, Demon Mix is also doing kind of prep work. He's building up. We've got some pistons. He's using his blocks to get up. I thought he might be doing something with that, but it's just whatever block he has to get to the top here. So PME seems to be doing a lot of prep work for their strategy and completely ignoring Bulletproof.
Looking at
Bulletproof is trying to deny PME.
Why is torch mining sand? So I'm pretty sure they did lose the efficiency shovel. It looks like, because he would be ploughing through it with that otherwise.
They've either lost it or they passed it on, but that is exactly where they would use it.
This long-term denial strategy I think will work because they've already denied at least 2 major resources.
DJ just masterfully dealing with 2 creepers there with very low health and no armor, but managed to take them both out. He's just entering the 3rd wool area in the main lane now.
Demon Mix is literally busting by hand the sandstone here to get to the cannon supplies. It really, as far as their long-term denial comes down to how much they depended on those to begin with. Is their strategy dependent on the armor and, getting into a big fight, or do they have other plans? We've seen a lot of teams run absolutely naked and never go for supplies, but this map is hard to do. DJ is really just pushing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job
here.
here.
3rd wall, he's just blatantly running in, standing on the, the ladder.
Few creepers to deal with. You have to be careful with creepers here because there is TNT inside this wood.
So been in both chat quickly, and let's say I think out of everybody, Will is the most flustered. Talking out loud, it's not that he's sharing. Well, he's sharing his ideas, but he's also thinking out loud, and it's putting off the focus of the rest of the team who are just sort of trying to get on with it and trying.
Well, he could be a little bit nervous, do you think, because of that initial fall where he lost some supplies?
Sure.
That really messes with your mind.
I did hear mention of a Icarus, but I didn't hear what that was referencing to. Probably the victory one.
That could be for the victory.
Nice.
Get that organised.
Right now, Bulletproof.
So
Go ahead. Sorry.
Whoa! This is gonna backfire right here. Where me and Odd are. Oh wow! That didn't catch anything on fire. is Demon Mix just lobbed a cannon over to destroy the chest that had the Thorns gold armor at the first wall here, and then unfortunately was taken out, and his cannon did not fire a third time.
Thungan has just very strategically placed a lava curtain. He's opened up, he's placed a lava curtain, and now he's pouring water on the inside to use it to update to make himself a...
mini cobble curtain.
A mini cobble curtain, yeah.
Nice.
Very nicely done. And he did actually have, I believe this was Mork. Yeah, Mork was across the way and was shooting at his direction. So that actually was a fairly quick, because the lava was already there, just a few hits with a pick. And that was pretty slick.
Chris and
It
Sawyer
also
just...
gets rid of the...
Go ahead.
A lot of those spider webs.
Spider webs, yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
Chris and Sawyer just exchanging fire down there. Just a comment, Bulletproof don't yet have anyone in the ISO lane. They're all still in the main lane right now.
Which could come back to get them. Yeah, DJ, I just saw the message. I'm already here looking at DJ, who's already at the end. You can only go so far with one side, though. You know, he's lighting it up. He's getting it protected. It's a good call. But ultimately, you still have to have somebody at the other end. And I did see a diamond armor on Bulletproof side.
Yes.
No, it is night.
They have been and got it.
It is night now, so both teams can sleep. Ryan's setting his spawn point here.
I see that. And then putting the glass down.
Interesting choice for a place to be based. I'm guessing he's going to be there as a lockdown for third, because there's no point being close to the release point for Blue Wool yet until they get someone there in the ISO lane. So where he is at the moment is purely going to be for sniping, I would guess. And especially with a bear.
Yeah, I would too.
So far, Ryan's been playing only the long-term game from keeping blocks... Oh, what just happened?
He has the power one bow too.
We had an explosion right over here. Looks like Chris the Noob is setting up some more. I turned around just in time to see the explosion. We do have a cannon set up. He basically blew up this bit of sandstone right here, and a little bit of the snow. Made a bit of a mess with their water.
Thungan has placed a hopper below the release point for yellow wool, down at the bottom of that ladder there.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that is going to capture the wool for PME when it's released. That's very, very interesting. I had wondered if this was going to be something we would see. And he's now moving on towards blue by the looks of it.
So he has that set and is moving on. Very interesting. Well, that is a very professional Minecraft engineering thing to do.
Let's see what he's carrying.
Sorry,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's heading over to do something similar at blue. And he is carrying another hopper, so yes. Seems likely.
Is also at third wall. He didn't really proceed very far. There's a bit of update on the lava, and then he's back down again. So it looks like PME is also taking a look. Should we go ahead and deal with third? But other than updating that lava, he's just sort of backed off, whereas DJ's really lit the whole place up and made it accessible.
Very slow and steady from Thungan, taking absolutely no risks here.
DJ is moving along through the lane, along the back. So the question is, if DJ has set third to go, is somebody going to come collect it?
Yeah, I would guess they're going to have to do that soon.
You know, Oddmass said he thinks that he actually went so far as to push the button and release it.
Chris the Noob having poison spider issues down there. He may die. He did in fact. You can see the red wool is right there.
He got it?
Well, he hasn't gotten it, but he did hit Oddmass. You were right. He did ping it and sent it down to the ISO lane, and the red wool is just sitting there as an entity. There's at least 3 of them.
So they must be expecting to get someone there. And actually, it's DJ who is. DJ is now in the.
DJ who might be going back for it.
Yeah, he's now in the ISO lane. DJ has switched over to the ISO lane. He's now going to go and collect that. So he has 5 minutes despawn timer.
Yeah.
I guess he thinks that's doable.
So he's right there.
To be honest, worst comes to the worst, and he doesn't get it on this first try. You know, it's all set up. He's prepared the area, and it wouldn't be too difficult.
Someone else will learn how to do it.
Getting third wool established and snuck out of here early on is going to be a really big advantage.
So Juice taking out a PME bed.
And also, he's aiming his cannon near this dirt area, which is much easier to destroy.
It's now hitting water, so it'll be a little bit more difficult.
And the water is updated, and it's covered up a lot of these other resources. But I think that PME has already removed their diamonds and things from this area, so even if one comes perfectly in, I don't think it's going to be a big issue.
Looks like DJ's going to get straight to this pass around without too much difficulty because no one from PME is putting any pressure on him right now, although Thungan is close by.
Well, Y was over here and then left. I don't think maybe because DJ was already gone?
Thungan may be occupied with his own things anyway, so yeah, DJ may get through and pick up red pretty soon now.
And Ryan has come right back down for the bed. This is why we saw, you predicted Ryan would be a long term. If they're able to actually get red out, he is going to be here to try to just harass wherever he can harass. Long haul. Yeah.
DJ just using the leaf blocks to
DJ is just using those
get across
leaves,
this lava.
Leaves and water and just moving through.
As we all know, leaves are a great thing to use to get across lava.
Oh, Dungan is putting down a pass around behind his lane and he's also cleared away a little bit of, it looks like, the third wool. So I wonder what he's going to place in that chest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of snowballs.
Clearing the inventory.
Which would be blocks, yeah.
I noticed Thungan does have iron and diamond armor, so he is in a position for kind of a long-term.
He went resource getting very quickly.
The quick bits, yeah. Mork is now in diamond. I know Soyadu is in some diamond. So that's Bulletproof. It's definitely showing more of the armor right now. Oh, perhaps that was Soyadu's armor that got passed off, because Soya is naked.
Now, wow, I just got taken out running third wool by the looks of it. Not very far through either, just near the start. Immediately where you drop down. So I guess
Chris
he'll be
is
back.
just trying to get an angle to shoot at Ryan.
You can tell that that's going to be a spot to lock down. I look in Ryan's inventory. He has only one bow and a whole bunch of arrows. So he could be rendered useless if his bow goes over the edge. I'm not seeing. Well,
he had a power bow when I saw him.
There's a chest.
Oh,
there's
DJ,
a whole chest here full of stuff. Forgot about
DJ
that
is
chest.
punching through the gold manually, and there are no more red wool. They have despawned.
No,
they are gone.
Ryan had a power 1 bow when he started out here, so he has lost 1 bow already by the looks of it. Unless it's stashed away somewhere.
DJ ducked up on his strategy for running red ISO, and he actually apparently used a TNT block to not TNT. He exploded some TNT to clear this little 2x1 passageway up. He wasn't meant to do it, and apparently he did it. Maybe it was part of an old strategy, and he was meant to use the 3 TNT to break the 3 gold blocks in the way. So
which is what took
because
so
he had
long.
because he had to spend an extra 30 seconds that he hadn't calculated, the TNT disappeared. And it was weird because at the moment he hit the button to explode the TNT, he was like, oh no.
Right. I can't help but think of FifthWhammy with the gold blocks, with uncivil engineering. It's like, really?
Oh.
So
gold?
it does look like we're going to have somebody from PME, from Bulletproof and help DJ out.
Ryan is showing the worth of his location here now. He just took out Thungan, who was preparing to bridge across. So that is going to be.
Thungan did call out to PME that DJ was running red ISO, so they are aware.
So they are aware of that update. Excellent. Looks like Soyadu is just blitzing through because again, DJ has set it up. He's got the water ladders. He's got the lights. He's already cleared. So it's going to be a very easy thing for him to come down, get the button pushed. DJ's just waiting for it.
He's jumping all around.
He's just jumping.
So
Give me the wall. Wool to my face. Yep, there it is.
There we go.
There we go.
Wool to the face. He's got it. Nice.
So Thungan just shot by Ryan down here on his way to blue and has lost the hopper he was carrying and one or two other items as well.
Yeah, he's just working his way right back. Again, his way is fairly established, but it always is a loss when you have to haul tail again to somewhere you've already been.
And the loss of the
Chris
hopper
did
may
wall
change their
himself
strategy.
up, which was a good thing because there were a few creepers that were just waiting for him. They're still waiting for him to come out of his little hole. DJ running out with red. Very nicely done. Bulletproof.
Thungan has been slowed down considerably with that takeout. I don't think he was expecting that. And now he's running, and I don't even think he had a bed set. I'm trying to look for one.
Mork, I think I said Morgan. Mork is really pelting at Demon, who had to go ahead and put up some blocks of dirt just to block in. He has got a really tight angle. He's pretty good from here, but they were hit right where he needed them.
Looks like neither team has made any movement whatsoever on first. Just back here checking it out.
No, interestingly, third.
Well,
again, when we saw it play before, third was a real key. Please get third done, and we can win this. So they decided to focus on third first.
I think that makes sense. Wow, did actually start out on first, but he died fairly early on, so I don't think he's gone back in since then.
Oddmess is updating. Ryan did lose his bow. He is retreating for supplies. That is going to be an interesting thing because he has been in the bed position, but since he's lost his bow, he's now going to be giving them an opening. Thungan working his way back up that water. Chris shooting. Looks so cute wiggling down there.
Not past Ryan.
DJ entering the void lane.
time.
I'm assuming red has been placed before that happened. I did see him running out. Uh-oh.
That does not
DJ's
sound
not
good.
happy. My first thought when DJ went in the void lane is, where's the red?
Ryan just killed himself. You can see Ryan
wow.
shot by Ryan.
That was a DJ's
What
death
happened?
there was a ploy to see
Yes.
if PME would fall for them losing the wall.
Yes.
He did not actually lose
His
the wall,
inventory
and
was empty.
Okay.
It was,
That was my whole... I was just saying, DJ fell? What? DJ's not happy?
that was, yep, it's a troll.
It was just a little troll just to go, what the heck? My wool, you guys are fine. Don't rush. Of course, you can see DJ with the wool over his head right now. Very nice.
So YY is now back in first wool, trying to knock these mobs over the edge, and looks set to begin running this one again.
DJ does have at least one wool placed.
Alright, Chris still
One
in
on
position
him.
to wait for Thungan until he's in position.
Mork design is going down.
The
Looks like he is working through the sandstone.
The narrow lane thing kind of works both ways, because not only do you get knocked off more easily, but it also means you can knock the mobs off more easily. So Y had no trouble dealing with quite a cluster of mobs there, and he's making quite a fast progress through first now.
Well, Ryan may have lost his bow, but he is recovered and come right back and is just ready. He's just shooting, prepared for Demon, prepared for Thungan.
Alright, looks like Thungan's in position to receive blue wool.
He's back again, yeah.
Oh!
Oh, there goes
And
Demon.
Demon was popped.
Bunch of items on the ground there. Thungan is now bridging across and building a wall behind himself as he goes, but still going to come under a lot of arrow pressure here.
Sure, he's in good armor though. His armor should hold him out.
Soyadu's back into his diamond skivvies, and he did have a creeper actually blow up right outside third, but because of the water for the portal effect, he wasn't even, scratched.
Mork is also running
Mork's-
first right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, and he's doing a really. I had seen this good idea here, but a creeper blew a hole in his nice safe pass through. And
YY is blocking off the lava here, so that's going to make those 3 diamond blocks down below more available to them in a minute. I'm guessing Mork will probably do the same. And now Mork is shooting
Mork
at
and Y just
yeah.
right at the exact same spot.
But Y has a completely
Hello.
safe tunnel here along the top. Very nice.
Yeah.
Up
And
above the
Mork is
skelly
bridging down
spawner.
below, more of a traditional. Let's just bridge across.
He's trying to get through fast.
Didn't
now,
even pause to put a light on.
Oh,
Pause.
Oh man.
2 creepers, spider.
Oh, there he goes.
He's out.
And the chest was destroyed
Yeah,
as well.
Most of his stuff seems to be here.
Yeah, so the chest though was taken.
Oh, and the
He had
creeper
the-
just waiting.
On him, when he died, he had a sharpness 2 iron sword, a sharpness 3 fire aspect 1 diamond sword, instant health, speed 2, 2 of those potions, regeneration, and the efficiency 10 diamond shovel.
Thungun
And
has
that's
made
Thungun
it
with
across
blue.
and is grabbing the wool now as it is dropped down
Now you
to
can see
him.
the huge difference. Y is taking the time. It means more resources. It means more blocks. But in being careful and protecting himself, he's going to have the long haul protection, whereas Mork is completely open and exposed and has to run down this again.
Ryan still giving Chris the Noob a hard time in the resource area. And, well, I guess they're both giving each other a hard time, really.
All right, so really we've got Bulletproof with red. We've got Professional Engineers with blue, which is... So we've got the second and the third wool that have been dealt with on some side or another. The first wool is currently being kind of attacked on both sides. If Thunken can get that blue out, then Ryan's position is really much less important here.
YY is
I mean,
pretty
he still
close.
has an angle on third.
Pretty close to getting through there now. Mork is almost back again to where he died.
Thunken being very careful, choosing to stay on the backside of his lane as much as possible.
There was good coordination between him and Chris the Noob, as Chris the Noob shot at Ryan and Ryan started firing back and Thungen sprinted across.
Mork
Perfect
taken
stretch.
out. Mork
Nice.
taken out just there by a
Oh.
skeleton which shot him through lava. So yeah, he's struggling
Oh.
now with this first wool. The mobs are really coming down.
So the teams currently stand in their scheming that Bulletproof want to get DG to do second and to run it ISO, and so that's what they're working at the moment. And they're going to send Soyaju and maybe Mork, if I heard correctly, to camp third and stop all efforts on both ISO and main lane from PME. PME though at the moment are completely focused on just getting second wall. They haven't not mentioning anything else. They're just talking about getting second wall out.
Thungun has passed around the blue wool now in his
Nice
chest.
seat off the server.
17
Yeah, and now
blue
that
wool
he's done,
there.
he's
And YYY
popping
is
out, yeah.
literally just moments away from pressing the button for the yellow wool, which is of course going to drop into a hopper. So that's kind of 2 wools safe now for PME.
Well, yeah, and the interesting thing is PME, although they've gotten their wool, other than Ryan down here at the bottom, there's really no PME presence on third wool whatsoever to hinder PME. So Bulletproof is... Oh, are you coming back here? Soyadu is... I think you're working
That
on...
was
Yeah,
weird.
he's
I
working
just
on
got kicked
second.
off.
It looks like the yellow wool is in the hopper now for PME. I can't actually view the contents of the hopper, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure it's in there, so that wool is now safe and ready to be collected.
Oh, Demon Mix was on fire, very quickly breaking some ice to put himself out. He caught fire on the lava.
And Thungun is only
So-
moments away from his pass around too as well now, so he's going to get that blue
Yep.
and transfer it back.
Demon shot off by Ryan, who has left his little house and is moving up for a better position at the base of third wool. He is looking to stop them. He knows they've gotten out of second. He's just looking to try to move to prevent them from getting to third.
Mork is having a hard
is
time on
using-
first. Go ahead, sorry.
Dungan's using a string to get rid of water blocks on his way down.
Oh,
which is kinda
nice.
Cool. And he also kept lots of armor in that chest, so he has just ironed up with iron pants, boots, and helm, and a diamond chest plate.
Where he dropped it off before to make his run a little more lightweight. He's now coming back for his gear to move on in case of death.
Mork's
Really
run,
interesting to see that the string action.
that is really clever, very smart. Mork's run on first is turning into a little bit of a pain loop now, although he seems to be now moving elsewhere and leaving first for now. He may be going to get more resources though to rerun it. He's died about 4 times in there now.
Chris the Noob is absolutely just staying. He's naked. He is just in a sniper position. He's staying in his spot, just trying to harass all he can harass. Ryan is moving back to his position, and he was down to 2 hearts. Diamond armor or not, that's how much hits he got trying to get through.
And Thungan is balancing on these snow blocks while getting rid of them with diamond shovels, and it's really freaking me out. One wrong mouse movement and the block he's standing on there. Now he's on
gone.
planks. He's on planks. Woo.
Meanwhile, Y is in a position where he is just like, ready.
Yeah, let's
Just
go.
I'm here. I've you're gonna.
So
Okay, hasn't.
DJ is back in the ISO now, and he is making his way towards blue.
Oh.
Oh, Mork.
Right,
Ryan drowned.
More
So
taken
Thungan's
out by a
actually making
zombie, but he was also being shot by Y, who was just like happy to sit here and wreak havoc.
Looks like Thungan's going to be the one to go into Red Wall for PME. PME are definitely, in the opinion of Bulletproof, on the back foot. Bulletproof basically are just joking around. They're pretty chill now. They've loosened up. They've got, the early strats, if you can achieve your early part of the plan, you normally feel more comfortable later on in the game. And that seems to be the position that they're in now. A lot of joking, a lot of joshing. They seem pretty
Versus
comfortable,
PME
very
lost some things
confident.
in the beginning and were a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean, in Bulletproof would probably be happy to see that they're on the back foot at this part of the game, but I think PME can still pull out.
Looks like YOI has just remained in first and is going to wait here to try and put more pressure on Mork.
Exactly. He seems to be really putting... I mean, the mobs got Mork just now, but there were shots fired from Y as well, just to really keep the pressure on him. And he might as well, until he's got somebody ready to do... to coordinate with him. Just put as much pressure as he can.
So, the thing is... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, Thungan is now basically in the last wall. He's moving quite along. He's on top of the lava now, and his lava curtain the lava curtain from earlier really helped. There was
that
nothing
means
Ryan
that was
could even
intentional.
do. Yeah.
Y had come in here, and I commented the only thing he did was update the lava in that one spot. That was completely intentional.
Yeah, very nice. So they made a cobble curtain to completely protect that upwards climb, which is really neat.
Ryan had even moved to a better location to cover that spot, but there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing he could do.
Well, Demon is up above working. They are working this in tandem. Demon is up above digging in right now, as Thungan works down below. So they are working to get this one nailed down. I believe it was Soyadu was shooting down at them. Yeah, Soyadu is up here trying to give them some shots, but it's a long distance spot, and they're tucking in.
Demon
and
was...
YYY is in the spot to get their next wall.
Right,
Their
he's
first
just set
wall.
up and ready.
Right.
Is that a fishing pole or what I just saw shot out? Mark, were you trying to grab that? Were you trying to flame the... I gotta look at this inventory now.
So that could delay them a bit, because
It was.
Demon was obviously running the main lane for red, and he has been sent right back to the beginning by a zombie. So this could delay the red wool run. Thungan might be hanging around here for a while.
Definitely. But because Y is ready, they are really essentially halfway through first.
Well, first
DJ
first is done.
working-
They have first in the hopper. It's ready to pick up. They just have to go and get that from the ISO lane.
Oh, that's right. They set up the hopper, so he's done his part completely.
And Thungan, I guess, is now just going to wait in the red wool
Oh.
box for someone to release it.
DJ just got taken out by Chris the Noob. I was just looking at him down below where he was kind of bridging. I thought, what is it you're going to do right below Ryan?
Oh, Demon taken out by Soyadu this time. He is having a hard time.
Yeah,
Mainly he's going to have a tough time getting up there to Thungy.
Once he's tucked in, Soya really can't hardly touch him, but there's a lot of space between safety spots.
And this is going to
And
keep...
Soyadu's in a perfect spot.
This is keeping 2 players from PME occupied now, because Thungan has nothing else he can do.
DJ just was pushed into Void Lane via creepers and zombies and skeletons, and it looks like he didn't lose much.
Well, it's
The hardest
interesting you
thing for
say that.
Thungy.
Go ahead.
Okay, the hardest thing for Thungy must be that he's so far away from the action that even with his unsure NLG arrow skills, probably still can't even get in the action. Even
That
from
is
this angle.
hilarious because that's exactly what I was going to say. Is unfortunately, like you said, Martin, the Thungan is just pinned, and that is really a good bow arm that they've lost. That he's just stuck.
I mean that's somewhere they don't
can't run
even need to
anything
be because
else.
Bulletproof have red anyway, so there's just no benefit to Thungan being there now. So they need to get someone in
None.
there to release that wool really soon.
By the way, I don't know if you guys are seeing on the map, but there are certain sections where it is just insane. Creeper parties, etc. It was just like, oh, look at that. So there's definitely some very dangerous mob stuff. And we do have Mork who's decided to screw the bridge, even though I've already made it. He is going up right at the bedrock level to his head, and he is taking care, very similarly to what Y did, to just build across the top and make himself a safe platform. He wants to make progress, and I don't blame him.
Chris the Noob is still down here by the Oasis, checking out and just trying to lock down whatever he can lock down.
Okay.
Ryan is now really focusing on Demon Mix, where he had been down at his little bed safety spot. He's continuing to go back and forth up to the entrance of Third Wall, just wherever he's needed to harass. But it looks like Demon Mix did get in.
Yeah, he has a nice little tunnel along the back, so he's fairly safe to actually get in. It's a question of getting past the zombie spawners, which is going to be a challenge for him.
Because that's what took him out the first time that he didn't do this whole run.
So he has pillared up, I guess, into this zombie room, and he just needs to find a way to get through that room, because he has no armor. He's just running this naked.
Well, Chris the Noob, who had been placed in his little sniper area from the beginning, is now kind of retreating a bit. I'm curious if they're going to have him pull back to do something else, or if it was just Soyadu shooting at him, but he's resetting a little bit. Oh,
Mork
he
is
may have
just
had a
locked
creeper
down.
incident. And he's rebuilding. Oh. Was that a creeper incident? He's getting cannoned. Soyadu is cannoning from above to take Chris out of his sniper nest. That's why he had backed off and was rebuilding very quickly. Soyadu's like, you know what? I'm going to rout you. You little rat, get out. And that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Ryan desperately trying to put some pressure on Demon, but Demon just staying out of sight as much as he can here. Looks like he is just tunneling through and staying invisible as much as possible.
Oh wow, so many creepers from
This
Mork.
is what I was referring to
So
with all of
many.
those creepers.
And you've got Y on the other side of the lane probably trying to shoot a few his way.
And you can see where Mork had a creeper actually go, where he was bridging across. He is in safety, but the creepers, they become a fountain. They're just all over.
Creeper spout. Oh!
Whoa, so close.
That was so close. And more,
So
more
many
just come
creepers.
gushing down.
They're pushing the Enderman.
Demon making it now up
Some
to
really good shots by Y though here.
the top, taking the risk of making himself visible for a bit now, and
I see
punching
that,
through
but
the gold ore.
No arrows are coming his way?
I think
None whatsoever. Where?
Ryan is kind of lining up to fire, but holding fire at the moment.
And there goes Mork.
Mork design taken out.
And Ryan's not short of arrows, so I'm not sure exactly why he's holding off. Maybe he's just got a really bad angle where he is now.
Yeah, it could just be an angle thing. Oh, DJ taken out by Y right as I got to him.
Where was DJ?
He was on the ladders and after the spider webs in
Yeah.
the ISO area.
It's interesting because he was basically
Oh.
a thin line of bedrock away from...
Oh,
There goes Demon. He took a bit of a risk and dropped down the last few blocks and found himself face to face with like 3 skeletons, took quite a bit of full damage, and then was shot by Ryan.
And then
so,
Ryan finished him off.
indeed.
He taking some risks and has left the ISO box
I see that.
where he has to stay, but he's punching bedrock, and I think he's getting a little frustrated at this point.
This whole
Which is
area,
completely,
just to get to the red wool, is going to be really hard for Demon.
If he can get a return fire, but I don't think Thunga can get an angle at all. But yeah, and Ryan's on the move. He's really just he's trapped.
If Ryan can take out Thungan though, and he looks like he may even be moving in for something like that, then
I see the
Thungan's pretty well protected though at this point. I think.
Sure.
It's just that he's
the
wasting
cannoning
time.
has not stopped. Harassment for Chris. But I love it. He's just like, you know what? He backs off. He walls up, and then he comes right forward and starts seeing who he can shoot again. They haven't quite killed him with it.
Mork is still working his way slowly through.
I think you might have gotten a point for that cannon where the sort of the angle that it has to go through and the distances to travel to get to the further back blocks is too much before
it's not really worth the effort at this point. We're about the third day now?
I'm guessing
third day cycle-ish?
It's just a guess, but I would say that Mork's repeated deaths must be costing them quite a bit of resources as well, because he keeps falling into the void. And not just Mork, but other players
in
too.
an hour.
Yeah, I was just about ready to think. I mean, this has been a lot going on in just 40 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this has been a great match so far.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing is we really have not seen beds come into play very much. Other than Ryan setting his interesting bed right there in the obvious open, a lot of this has just been, run back from the beginning.
Well, actually, Soju took out one of the PME beds under the tree, and I wonder if that has had any, extensional damage on the rest of their strategy.
I mean, it's a relatively short map. You can get from beginning to end of it in a short time.
Can get pretty quick. It's more of the different positions you have to get and how much prep you've done. Have you made it easily to get back to, or is it falls in openness nastiness?
Demon got a little way into third, and now he's retreating back and so close to death. Right now,
close,
I just wonder the position they're in right now. It might make sense for Thungan to share some of the armor with Demon. Because Demon's running this naked, and Thungan's standing there in armor that he's not really using, and there are places they could pass that around between themselves.
I'm curious if that's something that they've discussed, or if it is just...
Ooh! Soydu, finally!
Chris was taken out.
Man, that is a hefty pop of lots of...
hefty pop. And Mork is still just really... really under pressure. I mean, Creeper's on one side, Y on the other. Every time he pops his head out, he's getting threatened.
It's always great to see cannon kills, though. I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
There's poor Thungan, like, I'm here.
Now, DJ, what, does anyone remember what he was working towards?
The last I saw, he was waiting for
times.
yellow. He was just standing at the collection point for yellow wool.
It's really interesting how the voices and the inflections on everybody's words has changed, because DJ is now sort of swapped around, and there's a lot more frustration that's noticeable in both teams. And
well, both have been effectively stopped in a lot of ways.
Well, DJ said that he's without a bow, so he's unable to return fire on Will. Mork's there, but he's kind of preoccupied with the green problem, and I think they're trying to rotate Ryan to make his way over here and push Will all the way back so that they can actually move forward.
Looks like DJ is beginning the run on the ISO lane to go and get blue, just taken out by Y. He was on half a heart there.
Yeah, Demon and Mork are just like right on the other side of each other. They're just trying. Oh, Mork is finally getting. Is he going to get himself in?
Yeah,
I think he is.
Yeah,
he's got the wool.
He's
so
finally in.
And here comes DJ.
But now
who will
DJ's
grab
gonna
that.
make his way.
Yeah, but yellow's going to be safe now for Bulletproof. So that's
Finally.
two wools in safety for both teams. Although PME don't have yellow in hand, they have it safely in the hopper.
Oh. Oh, and the first thing he does is he drops down. It's just
that may have been the most ungraceful way to leave a wool box we've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. No, you know what they're thinking? DJ, get that wool safe.
Yeah.
Only,
it is now in a chest.
only 6 blocks as well, so they're not, rolling in it or
That is
anything.
not going to be redone no matter what. Mork is like, nope, I am not going back down there.
DJ's taken some of that and
essentially
is...
free up Y. Once DJ's out of the clearance, then let Y move on because there's nothing else to hold him back for if he can't shoot anybody shortly. He's harassing DJ now.
Yeah.
So Will called everybody to blue, obviously apart from Fungan.
Ooh.
But DJ has a long journey
That
ahead
makes
of him
sense.
to get blue, and he's running this without any armor as well, so he could be... Blue is not going to be an easy thing for Bulletproof to get.
Is there a item pass around resource that we've missed? That maybe they've got planned?
Perhaps. I hope so.
Well, really what that means is, hey, we realize they've got both wolves. It's all down to blue. We've got to stop them.
But
You could- But they're so close to getting theirs, too.
Poor old Thungan over here all alone.
Oh, Demon made it right to the end again.
His video was going to be really interesting.
Incidentally,
Yeah,
Demon,
that's
Demon did get all the way to the end yet again and was taken out by an Enderman, so he's at least reset the timer on his items.
Well, and the yellow wool is sitting in a hopper for PME.
right.
Yeah.
So literally, they've got to just finish red, pick up wool, run home, and then deal with the monument issue.
Right, and now, if Bulletproof has been all called to blue, that means that Ryan is not covering that last wool, and so it may be that Demon Mix can get through now. And
Well,
get it for Thunder.
I thought it was PME that was calling
yeah.
everybody to blue to try to
PME 's
stop. Oh, goodbye.
I believe, yeah, sorry.
I think you were right.
So they're just saying, hey, we've got to
Chris
stop
shot
them
out.
at blue.
Whoa. Oh, okay, yeah, the auto ref caught him. Chris shot out and he kind of fell back in the map, but auto ref caught him.
Yeah, that will happen.
Beautiful thing. YYY is just really in a scouting position right now, and he's just trying to tell everybody what's going on. You can see him looking. It's like, okay, they've got this. We have got to call a stop. Meanwhile, Demon Mix is once again running the back haul. We've just got to see PME get the red wool coordination done with the top main lane, and they're just, moving on.
Enderman causing
Right
a lot
now,
of problems for
Bulletproof has the
PME right
advantage.
now. Chris just taken out by an Enderman in the village area.
I did see that.
They just
now,
have such pretty faces. You just gotta look right at them.
never eyeball Bob, man. He doesn't like it. All right, Mork is again. They're using the water to their advantage. Again, you have to be careful not to get pushed into the void lane, but they are, climbing back up, making good progress around here. I love seeing the random cow. Just here and there.
Something's
from those
gone
spots.
wrong with Demon
Yeah,
Mix.
something has happened to Demon. I just TP'd to his death point and found him still standing there.
There he is.
He disconnected.
The skeleton is trying as hard as he can, though.
He's back.
And it says
And
that
he's gone.
dead.
Oh
And there
my
he goes. There
goodness.
he goes.
He'll be back at the start now, I'm guessing.
Kristen Noob just walks up and is like, hello, skeleton. Boom. Just punch. DJ taken out by a creeper. Now, does this mean we're going to see Chris actually go ahead and run it? Because he just walked right past where Demon died. And it's like, okay, are you going to try to run through and move on? Oh, Demon Mix has got mumble issues. Somebody got to take care of that.
Anybody see Thungan?
He's still back at the last.
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
Thungan, where did you go?
TP Thungan.
I can't see
Everyone that's all TP.
Oh, yeah.
He's still here, yeah.
He's
just down
he
at the
is.
bottom now.
He was just sneaking it. We were looking at the room up here.
He must be that frustrated that he just needs something to do.
I think
Has
he's
anyone seen this Thungan?
I think he's moving into a position to see if he can get close enough to blue to put some pressure on, but it's a long way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They called, hey, they're going to go for blue. He's just looking, can I get any shot here.
Because the key
That is a
opportunity,
desperation move.
the key thing is going to
Shows
be when they
tenacity
bridge
and
across the
commitment,
bottom.
Yeah.
There's already
And
a
he
partial
is-
bridge here.
Really good.
So this
And
bit
you
where
know
they
what?
bridge across, they've already got a little wool bridge here going across, so they have made it quite far forward. DJ's back here again now as
Yeah.
well.
DJ's down again. And you know what? Thungan might as well, like you say, it shows tenacity. It's like, hey, and there goes the arrow. He is shooting. Might as well try to do something until my teammate is ready for me. I'm just a wasted arm.
It's a long shot for Thungan, but even if nothing else, it puts pressure on DJ to hear the sound of those arrows firing at him.
And he's getting close.
Absolutely, and
he
he was getting close. Ryan's up top, kind of looking down, trying to figure out what the heck is going on, where are those coming from. Can he get a good shot?
DJ could have an issue with blocks here. He's got no blocks left. He's only got some trapdoors. Yeah, it looks like he's going back up.
May have called for everyone on blue, but Demon Mix is back at third. Is Chris the Noob still working on third too, or did he?
He was taken out by
Chris the Noob was
Ryan.
shot by Ryan. So they're just sort of throwing each. Okay, you're out. Demon Mix is back.
But he's
gonna
heading
make a
back.
push. Yeah, he's here again. And Chris is coming in. This will often work too, where you have two different players, and basically the shooter has to decide, who am I going to focus on, and somebody. The hope is just, to get distracted by that wiggling tush and let me pass.
Yeah, but Ryan is getting back in position, and Sawyer is here as well, so they are going to have a lot of pressure to deal with.
I'm really surprised one of these guys hasn't turned around and shot back at Ryan, and just, he's.
Ooh.
Oh, Soyadu, are we building a cannon?
You know what that means.
That
It-
does
it
look like a
looks-
cannon.
This doth look like cannon. Yes.
DJ Blade Runner is using an interesting technique I haven't seen. He seems to be out of blocks, and so what he did is he's using trapdoors,
Okay.
where you jump, you place a trapdoor, close it, and then you open it and jump through it.
Oh my.
Oh,
There
here we
goes that.
go.
And Oddmast has just updated that Thungan is now taking some shots at bats because it's better than nothing. Now you see what they've done? They have just opened that up, so they are now exposed if they want to try to get across to this again. Oh, that's going to be hard.
But
Ooh.
Demon is
Looks-
making good progress again. Go ahead, sorry.
He is?
Just DJ Blade Runner it looks like he was taken out more by a glitch than by an actual hit. The arrow went through a block that I don't think it meant to, and he fell off.
Now Chris
Oh
was
no,
down
there is
here.
an opening. I was misinformed.
Chris was kind of blocked in down here while there was, skeleton in his face. He has come out to see the mess. He is quickly trying to build a bit of, protect himself in with a netherrack. So they're going to be looking at repairing this damage right now.
Okay, Demon is once again on the final stretch of red. He has to take it slowly and carefully now because he really should try and get it on this pass.
Oh, Mork hit the blue button but did not secure the blue drop. So PME or Bulletproof is that close to getting blue as well.
YYY has taken a position where we saw Ryan before to try to lock down this area.
This is interesting. Demon
and
is Demon's heading up to the top. And
Chris is having to block in again.
Demon is setting this lava flowing. He's getting the lava to flow down the front. That's really smart because that is going to make its way down. That's going to light up the spawners, and it may also kill off some of the mobs as well.
I see this. Yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about here.
He doesn't have any water on him, so it's not going to be a cobble curtain.
It could mean he
Meanwhile,
gets
Y
flame
is
arrows to the
moving a
face.
bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. And this is legal. You can have things fall into Void Lane. You just cannot build in Void Lane.
Right, you can cause things to update in there, but you cannot manually place them in. Y has moved from first, and he's over into the blue wool area, just down below again, trying to keep
Demon's
shots.
gonna
doesn't have
die.
any.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have any combating.
A random shot
Here.
from Ryan knocked him off the block there into danger, and he is going to have to go again.
And Zombie finished the job.
Although Chris is pretty close by, so he could now start running this perhaps. We'll see.
But remember that it's half of Bulletproof focusing on keeping PME out of red, which leaves only the other half to try to finish off Blue. And since DJ is not having a good day...
Now, you can see Bulletproof's beginning tactic of getting rid of the diamond blocks, and I guess they removed the villager with the
For the
power
bow. Right.
But it seems to be working in their favor that Last Wool would
be so much nicer with
so
diamond
much nicer.
bling.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Chris the Noob is regenning and slowly looking to try to build up a protection against DJ.
Another death for
and
DJ.
Remember, Mork has actually pushed the button, but they don't have it secured. So Mork is ready. They just need DJ to get Blue, and that will be all 3 wolves for Bulletproof.
And a similar situation for PME where we have Thungun ready, and we just want somebody to get into the main lane to press that button.
And once you do that, they could pick up the yellow on their way out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Demon Mix, I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but laying off the lava to slide off the areas below him. So that's one less thing to worry about. But he's all the way back with Chris, and it's going to take him forever to get all the way up.
Right, and we're basically at a situation where DJ's got to build a floor, got to be there to catch Blue, and that's all they need. DJ's just repeatedly dying.
Thungy, oh gosh, some of the shots Thungun was getting, it was just incredible to hear him getting DJ.
Thungun was, he was really continuing to push and saw some tremendous shots. I know you were saying how very close he was getting. I did report that you were commenting he was taking out bats. Anything.
The flowing lava.
Sorry for the people that get stuck.
The flowing lava over here just set off the TNT quite amusingly.
Oh, DJ the Creeper.
And make it too far past first wall.
Morgan said, you know what? Why you are ticking me off, and he is shooting like crazy. And Y's really in a position where he is just... I'm not seeing him regen. I'm not sure if he's out of... Oh, there it is. Finally, he regens.
Now, DJ, it would help him if he could set a spawn, but because it is night, and so he could do that. So he wouldn't have to run all the way from the beginning of the lane.
It would help.
Well, Demon Mix is going back in, and this time he does have a partially used wooden sword. At least he has something. But now he's facing the cannon hole that, they're having to create a way to get across. Not pretty.
Easy.
He's going to die here. Oh, there he goes. So, another thing they could do with a bed, to be honest, because now the respawn time is really starting to kick in for PME, having to run back from the start of the map.
From all the way from the beginning to the third. Yeah. Not pretty at all.
If I was
many just death messages going across the screen right now.
Let's see where DJ's got to now, because I'm starting to feel like this is going Bulletproof's way at the moment. If they can just get those extra few blocks across to pick up that blue wall.
Honestly, at this point, I have to say it feels like Bulletproof has a slight edge, but if PME can just get that slight few more blocks, that little bit of a push too. The only thing that's leading me towards Bulletproof is distance. Blue is closer than red.
Yeah, blue is very close. So at least when DJ
dies, he's able to get back to it a lot faster than Demon Mix, and not, of course, have 1,000 people in your face.
Ooh. DJ very close to being shot off there, but he has managed to survive and built a little safe spot for himself down here now, and he is ready to collect blue when it gets released, and Mork is on his way back to do that right now by the looks of it.
Chris the Noob is still alive and is in iron armor. Full iron armor. Are we going to see an armored run? Are we collecting blocks? What are we breaking here? Looks like we're breaking...
Here we go. Mork is releasing the blue, and we're going to see that wool get in a moment as DJ is standing down here to pick it up. And that's going to be 3 wools. 3 wools in hand for Bulletproof.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. DJ's got it.
And Soyadu has 2 Ender Pearls. Ender Pearls, and so he was farming them earlier. So they can just interpearl up to the Victory Monument.
I keep expecting somebody from PME to run out and grab the yellow wool from the hopper at some point. I just keep waiting for that to be picked up. I know that's like on my way out, I'm going to grab it, but I can't help but just wonder. I'd love to see that collected.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I kind of just want it on the scoreboard, so it's easy to tell.
It's interesting that Bulletproof has been consistent with their obsidian. That, you know, we saw them kind of... Wasn't it them who blocked off the... Or was that PME? We saw the obsidian used to protect a double chest. I think that was on PME side. Well, Bulletproof has got obsidian to protect a chest up front here, at kind of the front of the lane. Very interesting use of the obsidian barriers.
Demon getting killed again. Go ahead.
Interesting to note that the Bulletproof blue wall, that their main one that they're going to use for the pass around on the main lane to collect, is actually quite easily, possibly, could be TNT cannoned, if noticed by PME.
Oh.
It is kind of next to water, but it is a perfectly legitimate block to actually blow up. On the back of the ISO lane, I believe DJ's putting the final touches of the wall that he collected down, but he is planning to commit suicide to get out.
Ryan at the top here. Yeah, I mean, everybody's in place. All the players are in place, and it just comes right back.
I think Chad saw, but the ender pearls that Soju collected were for the Icarus cannon that they're using.
And they are on the edge of a block right now. Soyadu was just taken out by Chris the Noob. He did have TNT on him, he had fences, he had a bed, and of course those ender
magic
pearls.
materials you need for an Icarus.
And he is popped and just sitting here. Mork is very close to getting up here. Looks like we even have, water blocks. Water source blocks. He's picked all of his stuff up.
Demon is still pressing on, trying to run this wool. Again, still naked and still under pressure from Ryan. Having a really hard time.
Oh, and Chris the Noob, who has all the armor, is now on the very top and is no longer running it. He's just looking to try to shoot.
Oh! Mork was just knocked into Void Lane, and while carrying lots of blue wool, I don't think he placed any up here.
I'm pretty sure I saw DJ place, though.
Yeah, there's some available, but I was... It's like,
so he took a lot of it with him. He did take a lot of it with him.
Yeah.
So it looks like...
Y is coming out.
Chris has moved definitely into a kind of pressurizing the Victory Monument situation here.
Yeah, he's up top, really looking at pressure. YYY is coming into third, however. Are we looking to help? Are we coming with gear? Why? We really need this one ran. Oh my goodness, I would so love to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it come down to a Victory Monument run. Oh, that would be beautiful.
That would be epic.
I think at this point PME are going to have a really hard time getting close to red. It almost seems beyond possibility.
Just try to take out Ryan. If he's coming to be no,
I think Y is just going to run it.
Oh, Demon is right behind him too. There is 3 members. Oh, that lava was right there, Demon. Oh, that lava. Oh. Ryan is getting shot. Ryan and Chris back at it. But that's going to give... Oh, actually, Chris shooting at Ryan is going to give Y and Demon the chance to move along.
Yeah, this is
Demon again.
Very intense.
Demon taken out by Ryan after all. DJ does have 2 wool.
How are things going with the Victory Monument? Are they preparing an Icarus, or...?
Not that I've seen Soridu has moved, and now, Soridu's next to Ryan.
DJ taken out, the blue and yellow wall just sitting on the ground.
I saw he had 2 of them on him.
I don't see it.
Did it pop out the world?
If he's popped, it's
it's in the chest. It's in the chest.
He placed it before
probably just as he died.
We're all like holding our breath.
Okay, in a chest. So just as I was in the PME chat, they were basically pretty confident of getting third. very, very shortly. And
Why
I
is...
can't remember who it was. Somebody goes... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Why is doing a pretty good job here, dressed as the Prince of Egypt and fighting his way through here. He's not far away. Oh, but coming under heavy fire and down to 3 hearts again. And
So
still has a
B&E
few
are
mobs
pretty
to deal
confident
with.
that they're going to be able to run it odd.
Yes, they were confident, but somebody was asking how they're going to get to the victory monument. They were so, we'll do it.
Oh, there goes Why again.
So
just
their
missed a
organised plan are non-existent.
I see. So Will was making good. Excuse me. Why was making good position. We did say we might call him Will upon occasion.
It looks like
again, Soya
all of
expressing
Bulletproof are
once
here.
Again,
Other than DJ, the whole team are here right now.
Yeah, DJ's over by the tree. I was just checking out. Where did DJ go?
Having a little party.
everybody except Ryan. No, there's 2 of them, aren't there?
Yeah, someone moved
Ryan
away.
and Mork. Yeah, Ryan and
no
Mork.
longer.
Yeah.
Mork no longer. Yeah, they
So
were
you do.
both over here putting pressure.
Sawyer and DJ back now below the victory monument, preparing things for their victory run.
And honestly, you can't say, hey, well, they got all 3 wolves, this is over, because we have seen all 3 wolves, and then you lose it from being killed, you die on the victory monument run. I mean, it's until they're placed on there, it is not over.
Mm-hmm.
And 35 minutes left in the match itself.
Yeah, that's plenty of time to do quite a lot.
Sawyer has all 3 wolves and is getting ready
Yep,
to run
he's
the
moving
victory
to the
run
victory
now.
monument.
And time is really running out for PME. If they want to try and get these wolves and get them to the victory monument as well, they have a lot of work to do.
Oh my goodness. This has been such a good match.
So dude has that Ender eye on him. And YYY and Demon Mix here.
Both just stuck.
Yeah, so Sawyer is going to pearl from up here, I'm guessing, straight to the VM. Could be over in minutes now.
DJ stopping to pop a few blocks out with a pick. I'm not sure if they actually need those or if he's just looking.
Ryan's cannon is
something
firing
to do.
again. Just putting
I
more
heard that.
more difficulty for PME to get into red, but now Sawyer is almost at a
Oh,
location
why
from
made
where
us-
he could pearl.
No, that was Demon. Demon made a blitz across.
Chris the Noob is here in position to hopefully, for him, put some pressure on Soyadu,
Yeah,
who
Chris,
is moving.
this is so tense for Chris now. He's like the goalkeeper in a penalty shootout, doesn't he? He has the
There may not even be that.
Odd match reports that Bulletproof are scrambling for ammo. They are getting quite low and realizing that they don't have much to defend themselves.
Soyadu is out of food, so regen is not happening at the moment.
Ooh.
And if I look, he doesn't have anything in his inventory he can eat.
He's down.
So
Y and
Chris-
Demon have both made it past the initial round. They are making a push.
So okay. So
They're
this
still
is
making
not
a push.
over.
They are climbing up. It's not over until somebody's got all 3 wolves on the monument.
Sawyer is 1
Ryan
pearl
is blocked
away
in.
from the VM, but he needs to get some food before he can pearl up.
He moved,
DJ
he's-
killed by an Enderman. Mork killed by an Enderman.
That sounds like more farming going on.
Were they trying?
And Soyadu is throwing
He's putting
the
away-
wolves on the ground.
Yeah, he doesn't have his wolves on him.
Okay, so Sawyer doesn't have any
He's
pearls.
dropping.
He wants
He's-
to get killed. He's wanting Chris the Noob
He's
to kill
going
him.
to kill himself, or he's going to jump off the world.
I'm guessing they
'Cause
never
his
got
bed
those
is
pearls
set.
back. They mustn't have got the pearls back then.
Well, I saw him scoop them up again, but whether or not what happened to them after that, yeah, there
Yeah.
we go. Suicide over the edge. He's going to come right back. Say, screw that. Full health. I'll pick it all up again. There he is.
There he is.
Very good move. We will see that very often where somebody just purposely suicides for food. Meanwhile, Demon Mix and YYY are continuing to
Y
push.
is just above the button now. He's so close. He just has to drop down.
Demon Mix fell out of the world. Oh, why? Why?
Oh, this is so risky.
Soyadu moving a bit.
Oh,
He is-
down he goes.
Oh,
Taken out by the zombie. Oh, okay. I thought it was a zombie that got him. So close.
Ryan got him, but the zombie was on his head, and he was right there. Ryan was just ready. No, I deny this.
And
Oh
this
my
is such
goodness,
an exciting game.
That was so close. That was so close.
Okay, here we go. Soyadu.
Soyadu now has
inside
the wool and a pearl.
Yep. And he's trying to get as far away from Kusanoob as he possibly can to get all the way up, hopefully to the peak of the mountain, so that he has plenty of a backsplash to land against.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now, even though these teams have practiced this is not an easy pearl.
No. I mean, and
this is
so
not
much
an easy.
depends upon it.
Interpearling is not a precise science to begin with.
He's actually heading right up to the far end of the map and pillaring up.
He is pillaring up. Are we looking to just get a beautiful position? You can see him lining up.
There it goes.
Oh.
There he is.
He's on there.
Oh,
He's done
caught
it.
the front. He's on it. Yellow. He is right at the edge.
Taking
right
his
at
time.
the edge.
He's
What
trying to
color
read
is
the
this?
sign. Which color? There we go. Blue. Oh!
Blue.
Ooh, and there's the
There.
red.
And red.
And
Oh
red.
my
He was-
goodness.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
There was one arrow that came in right at the end.
Oh.
And that
That
makes
one.
Bulletproof the champions of RMCT4.
Of RMCT4, so professional Minecraft engineers, we still do not have more than one repeat champion. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That was so exciting.
Intense.
And
That
I
was
mean,
Wait on the last second.
huge congratulations to Bulletproof. They played incredibly well, and I mean, PME
They
played
did.
beautiful match as well.
Commiserations.
They did. Both teams played so incredibly well, and the lockdowns. Yeah. Demon, those lockdowns. But right to the end, I mean, Y was right there. If he had been able to push the button even once before that arrow got him, but he had to turn around and deal with the zombies to try to have a shot, and just gone. I love it. FifthWhammy points out the most important pearl in RMCT history.
Wow.
That might well be true.
Oh my goodness!
What a game.
And
I think we could probably
Fantastic.
we should speak to a member of each team. We have DJ and YYY
yeah.
in the chat with us right now. Welcome. Unmute you both.
Hi guys.
Anyone's
Hello.
doing the same thing at the same time as me.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Congratulations.
Hey, doing great.
Well done, DJ. That was
Thank
really
you.
well played. And well done on being the 4th champions of RMCT.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Good.
guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Formed in RMCT 1, playing in RMCT 2, coming back, and you win RMCT 4. Just beautiful, beautiful. Both teams played such an amazing match. Very different styles, very different attacks, but really, you both got hit with lockdowns. You both got hit with pain loops here and there. And you kept pushing through. It came right down to it. We were thrilled. Just, I gotta say, congratulations. Even though you PME lost, you guys were amazing. Bulletproof, you guys were amazing. That was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really great. Great match. Anything that you guys want to say right off the top that you want to get off your chest?
If I may go first, I hate spawn. I hate the spawn on this map after this match. Like, it had occurred to us that was the possibility, but in all of the scrims that we did, we never got pushed out at the start like that. And between getting locked at spawn and losing the shovel within the first 5 minutes, you guys had us, and it was hard to come back from that. So very nice job there.
We did notice that the shovel was lost, and that was definitely a loss. We also saw that Bulletproof was kind of purposing to take you guys out for the long haul. You know, they taking the time to destroy the arrow possible exchange from the villager, taking the time to destroy your diamonds in advance. It was really Bulletproof seemed to be into a denial strategy. You shall not get this. That will help you later. And PME seemed much more into let's set up our strats. Very interesting. Loved the hoppers. Really wanted to get yellow out of that hopper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, it was a great strategy.
Yeah, beautiful strategies. It just, at the end, the resources and the lockdowns is the difference, I think.
We also had a hopper that we planned on using for blue. We just lost too many resources early on and couldn't get it set up in time. The plan for blue was to just run a hopper there so that Thungan could get onto red. We could do main lane blue as soon as red was done.
Well, actually, DJ running red early on, that definitely came into your favor, because that's what it all came down to at the end. We just kept saying, like, you guys were so close. Why in Demon? You kept going. Even at the very end, when we saw you just drop down for the button, it's like, no.
Yeah, and you taken out just 5 blocks away from the button and taken out by Ryan at the end there.
Yeah.
And I guess it would probably have been too late anyway,
but
just to get so close to it. And Thungan having to spend so much of the game just waiting around there must have been really frustrating for him.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
Definitely pulling his weight, though, from the position disadvantage that he was at. Still pulling his weight, shooting and, killing bats and killing people.
Yeah, and even from
he
there...
was doing his best.
He was able to get a couple of shots on DJ, close to DJ anyway, certainly putting pressure on as you were bridging across to get to blue there.
Yeah, it was really interesting how you had somebody at first shooting, at me at second, and somebody at your second shooting. It was really difficult to get past that.
Mm-hmm.
We had to take you both out to do anything.
Yeah, Go ahead, sorry.
No, we did see at one point Bulletproof was like, you know what, just stop shooting us, and the cannons, of course, came out, and it's like, we need to break these sniper nests.
Yeah, the biggest problem with holding that lockdown was I didn't have a bed set anywhere, so if I died, I lost all of that stuff, and it wasn't going to be possible to get back to because of how I did first.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So every time I got down to 1 or 2 hearts, I would duck back, and then you guys had free reign for a little bit. It was just lucky that I could hold you off for as long as I did.
Did you grab
That's really interesting.
Did you grab the diamonds at first? I never really went back and saw that. The diamonds under lava. PME. Did you grab those diamonds?
No, got rid of the lava.
No, I blocked off the lava so that I could safe bridge.
Oh,
just to be able to get up there,
Yeah, I never had access to an iron pick to go get those.
Yeah.
And the bed was an interesting thing. At first we were saying, well, it's not that big a deal because it's a relatively short map. But when you guys had to get all the way to the red wall, and all that Bulletproof had to get to was the blue wall, that is when that distance and not having a bed set made a huge difference. Watching you guys run all that way back, and they only had to run half that way. And get right back at another try.
Demon must have died about 10 times or something on red, and every time then to spend 3-4 minutes running back just really added up and set you guys behind, I think.
Yeah, Bulletproof took out our bed early on, and then we lost the rest of them somehow. I don't know how we lost them. So we were scrambling around for beds at the end.
So it wasn't just a matter of just not getting to them or not having them, or not having them where you needed them. You literally didn't have them.
The only one we had was up on top of the mountain at the end. And
Demon makes comments how close you guys were to third. That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so many times as well, and just a lot of occasions when you were really unlucky not to get through. I mean, it was mostly down to the pressure that Ryan was putting on as well. I think a lot of credit to him for keeping you locked down there.
Yeah, that was beautiful shooting, and that last shot at the button was amazing.
Yes.
And that's what Sawyer was just saying too, is Ryan got really lucky to get that off. But yeah, that's what you gotta do. You're right there. We thought at first, for a split second, that the zombies got you, but you actually, when you fell on that, you took out that first zombie, you still had pretty decent health, but then 1-2 punch, the zombie from behind and Ryan in your face. That was just it. And we literally were like, oh my goodness, are they still in it? Because we just knew if Thungan could get one red wool, he was gonna blitz, get the yellow wool, and it was all all done. 1, 2, 3, and it right to the end. Although I might be wrong, Fifth, correct me in the chat, I see you there. Is this the shortest official match time that we've seen on TV? Because I'm pretty sure it always runs right to the end.
There only was like one official match on this, right?
Yeah,
The
although
Red
I think
Stoners.
there
Shortest of
was...
2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it did run really
yeah.
long, didn't it? The
the first
the
one was
whiskey
like
one, the whiskey
an hour or
Redstoners.
something.
Yeah,
How long
Yeah.
was this one?
1
An
hour,
hour
9
and 9
minutes.
minutes and
9
46
minutes.
seconds. So you had 30 minutes to spare. Or
Plenty-
you were
plenty of
saved
plenty
from
of
30
time.
minutes of agony, however you want to look at it.
And
You know,
it's,
regarding Red Bull, I guess the Bulletproof experience of Red Bull was quite more chillaxed, much more, at your own pace. I guess you had a DJ running ISO with the 5-minute counter. Then accidentally, I heard you, Masters, in your mumble. You went, "Oh no, I used that TNT and I wasn't meant to." And so
Yeah,
I guess that's
punch through the gold.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
what I had
seeing it disappear as you were
Originally
punching,
planned was to hit the button, get into ISO, and then run it that way. I got it like 70% of the time before the despawn timer hit, but I wasn't able to get it this time.
But because of how you had set it up, and really, to be fair, you had no pressure on you whatsoever
Yeah.
besides the mob. So
I
you
was
could
really
go in
surprised,
there, you set it up, you got yourself all done. So when you did despawn it and you called for help, your teammate was able to just blitz in there,
Yeah.
follow your path, and man, boom.
Yeah, he didn't
was
really
done.
need anything to do it. It was
Actually, I'm pretty sure I heard you say, that actual phrase. It's all set up for you. You can just go do it.
Yeah, just drop down and hit the button, man. That's all I need you
Yeah.
to do is just drop down and hit the button. I have made it nice for you.
just fall, and while you're falling, hit the button
Just hit
before
the
you
button.
die.
And be
And
sure
then just
Ryan
go ahead
doesn't
and
kill
die.
you as you're
Right.
5 blocks away. Oh, man. Really, really just so good. It's one of those matches that to me is like sometimes there are those that you just want to sit back and digest for a long time. And there's so many things that you can just break apart on this one. You both teams, phenomenal strategy, phenomenal tenacity. DJ, you and your death loops. Demon and his death loops just going back and going back and going back. And we didn't see any stupidity from it. You guys just kept going back and doing what you needed to do. We're like, a bed would be good right now, but you guys couldn't find one. You didn't have it, whatever.
there's 3
I mean, if
starter
there's-
beds on the map.
Yeah, it's not, and I mean, I guess basically in ISO there's tons of string that you could use to make wool,
Mhm.
but
Oh, true, yeah.
that's
yeah,
a,
I
it's a hard
had
thing.
cobwebs made into wool. I just didn't have wood when I was down trying to cover blue.
Yeah,
And when Soya took me out, that was it for blue.
yeah.
It's interesting that you said, well, there's plenty of stuff that you could make one with. It never, ever, ever even crossed my mind, why don't they make a bed? It's just something that you're so used to grabbing a bed and having a bed
Right.
that it doesn't,
And even
do it.
then, if many times I'll look around and be like, wool? Do I have wool in my inventory? No, I don't have wool in my inventory. And it's time to move on.
Well,
It's
and
like,
wool is a
there's too
precious
much.
commodity. You're playing
Yeah.
race for the wool. The wools are all protective things. You don't think about, let's just make a bed.
Yeah.
FifthWhammy brings up an interesting fact, which I did actually know. This map was originally built 3 wide.
Oh wow.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it was originally built 3 wide.
Did I tell you that I'm working on a 1 wide? No.
Actually, yeah, a lot of people would say that. It's like, and I've seen people try to do it and you cannot. This is literally the smallest, you can do. And I remember because they did a beta test, and it was like, yeah, so no. Author Detroit and others talked us out of it. Yeah, it was like Dyer and I were going, you couldn't move on the map. I mean, you couldn't sneeze without falling off the thing. You commented that early on, Martin, that you could kind of punch the mobs off. Although it was dangerous for you, you could also, it wasn't, a whole lot of space to get mobbed on. So you could clear something really quickly.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But a 3 wide, you mean a mob looked at you and you were going to fall off. It was just so difficult that they decided to go ahead and expand. I remember those beta tests. And Fifth confirms that this is the official shortest run of TV on record. Too, but still, I thought there was a third match, not necessarily official, but I thought like Cockblockers played against somebody on this map.
Yeah,
at some point.
I believe something else happened, but I really
like
hope.
I said, I don't think it was like an official run.
I want to see this map some more because I absolutely love it. Having seen it played now between two amazingly good teams, I'm really keen to see this played in Champions of the Map, to see it maybe come back in the next RMCT as well. It's a great map, in my opinion.
It
Not
really
having
is.
actually played it.
It really is. It's one of those maps, though. It's one of those. There are a handful of them where people are like, it's. I think it's almost more fun to watch it be played than to be the player on it. You know, and sometimes there is a difference. One or two more wives to make me happy. Sometimes it comes down to a great map to watch and a great map to play can sometimes be different. I see you guys spazzing out, mugging for the camera, dudes. But I agree with you, Martin. I would love to see this actually, and play more. It's such a great one. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, that's it. RMCT4 is done. It took so long to get the final scheduled, but it's over.
It's pretty much till next
Not
year.
longer than
isn't
the
it?
last one, but yeah.
When should we do RMCT 5, guys? Should we get that started up?
Next week.
Next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure, I'm
Totally.
thinking.
Next weekend.
I know.
I'm free.
Monday.
Yeah,
I don't care when it happens. I'm just looking for the BP rematch.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We should
Yeah.
make that happen somehow, even if it's just a throwdown. You guys go at it again just for the fun.
Probably would be in the finals too if we made it all the
Yeah.
way.
So let's see RMCT 5 finals BP versus PME rematch for the first time second winner. Let's do that.
Oh, there you go.
Best 2 out of 3, right?
Hey, yeah, really, there you go. One way or the other, whoever wins, we get a 2 winners. Nice. Yeah, we did see where RMCT1 and RMCT2 teams came together for a bit of a show match. You never know, we might see something come out with the 3 versus 4s. That would be awesome.
I like, or maybe all
I say
4.
make it
Maybe we can get one of
big.
those 4-team race for all maps and have all 4 teams come together.
Or we
Oh,
could do-
yes.
We could try some like round robin type thing.
We got to
I would
persuade
so love that,
Redstoners and
although-
Whiskey to come out of retirement. That's the
Exactly,
problem.
Martin. Imagining trying to get the Redstoners to go, yeah, sure, we'll just, what?
Right.
So not gonna happen. But anyway, it has been for me, obviously, we get the fun job. We're just watching, all the action. But for me, it has been a beautiful season. Really, really fantastic matches. We've seen some new teams. We've seen some old teams come back and take the championship, Bulletproof. We've seen so many great matches, great turnarounds. I've just loved this season in particular. It's been great. So thank you guys for being a part of it. Thank you for letting us
problem.
stream it. And from an organizer point of view, oh, baby, we're done.
Yeah. We really should thank everyone who helps put together RMCT. Anyoneers,
Anyone, Martin, and
Author,
Author Blues,
Martin,
those
Song of
3.
Storms.
you
Song of
guys all
Storms.
rock. Song of Storms. Yes.
You guys
Yes.
bust your butts every day, and I feel so bad because it's like, I put my opinion in here and there, but pretty much I just play and have a good time streaming.
Yes.
But you guys, anyone, Author, Martin, and Song of Storms, you guys really, really bust your hump all the time, and thank you so much. We don't have the servers ready. We wouldn't do all that stuff if it wasn't for you guys, so awesome. And all the map makers, all these, the map committees, everybody who goes through and puts their thoughts, thank you.
And a big thank you
it
to BitLimit and CoStar as well for our excellent play server that we play all our matches on too.
Absolutely, and of course our Mumble that lets us all work, and everybody loves hopping on the Mumble and coordinating, their scrims and stuff. So that's awesome too.
And I'd also
it's
say
the
thanks to
end.
all of the players who have participated in this year's RMCT, and of course all the other people that I'm unfortunately forgetting, people who have made art and help moderate the Reddit. I mean, everyone. Thank you so much for all the hard work that it takes to put into RMCT.
And if you're new to RMCT, if this is the first match you've seen, you can come and find our subreddit. That's probably the best place to find out more about the tournament, which is reddit.com/r/MC tourney. And follow us on Twitter as well, RMC Tourney on Twitter, and all of those links.
Right, and of course,
we'll get them in the chat.
This is it for the RMCT current season. Go Fifth. However, there is, there's still champions of the map. This is when you guys kind of really start ramping up, because everybody that's been involved in the tournament has time again, So we'll have to go. Interesting, the chat is going on about asking Fifth to work on a TV, Mark II. What's interesting about that to me is, remember when Redstoners and not Bulletproof, oh my goodness, and Whiskey Brigade got to do this match for the first time, they literally released the map 24 hours before the show match. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was insane.
But nobody got to, other than the people who were, beta testing it, and that wasn't anybody on the teams, nobody got to actually look at it. So we had Whiskey Brigade and we had Seth Bling and the Redstoners live streaming as they were looking at the map for the first time and tearing it apart. And Thungan says, "Hey, let's do the same thing.
Let's do that again.
Bulletproof, 24 hours." So if we do want something like that to happen, man, map makers better start thinking. Put your thinking caps on now, because I would love to see that. That was very interesting to get to see how everybody broke it apart and what their tactics were to try to face it. And that's a lot of pressure, man. Okay, here's a map. 24 hours later, go.
Yes, especially a map like this one, where there's so much.
Yeah, because it was built with, okay, we got awesome Whiskey Brigade, we got awesome Redstoners, we're going to give you a challenge. And I don't think it disappointed. With Interpearl, so we can pearl to the monument.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. I could seriously keep you guys here for like another hour going on and on about the reminiscing, but I know it's like super late for Martin and Odd at least, and we should let this season wrap up.
Yes, indeed. Thanks to everyone who's joined us on the streams and all the teams for taking part. It's been a great tournament, really well played, and good sportsmanship from everyone. It's been a pleasure to be part of it.
It really has. It really has.
It's been great.
Cool. Well, I guess until next year. Or, next season.
Next season. Yeah. Next season. Hype.
Thanks for watching, guys.
The season must go on. That's it, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Good day after good.
Bye.